Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just doing a quick update on the crypto market. Having a look at Bitcoin. Oh, actually, there's Dot. We'll start off with Bitcoin and just have a bit of a look, see what we're doing. And, you know, as we can see here, this is the support line that I'm watching from here, from the big block buying, is 37, say 37.7, 37.75, something like that. So anyway, if it breaks down below here, you know, but it needs to close below here in order for this to carry on. But I mean, if we look at it, it's not looking very good. We've got, you know, rejection at the 50, massive engulfing, second engulfing, but we do see that it's slowing down around these areas. A little bit of buying action that's happened there, but you know, at this stage the trend's looking very much down. This uptrending channel here has been broken convincingly, so we'll just have to wait and see. One thing I would do want to have a look at before I move on is we'll just have a very quick look at the weekly, and there's the weekly chart. So yeah, you know, depends on where we close. And let's have a look at the monthly. So the monthly. So we've got, I think, 1 day left, or, you know, today's the last day in this monthly chart. And so if we have a look at what's happened here, we've got like a double top, come down, and we've got an engulfing off the 9. And so this, you know, again, whereabouts do we think this could possibly go to? And my first thought of where this could possibly go to would be somewhere around here. And there's two reasons why it could go here. And that's because of the previous high and 50. Anyway, it hasn't done it yet, but you know, just be prepared, because if this goes down to here or shows signs of going down to this here, we can make some very good returns, you know, on the short side here. So anyway, we'll just wait and see what it does on the weekly. Yeah. All right, so let's just go through. I just want to have a look at some of the trades that I've been putting on and why I've been putting them on. You know, well, actually, I'll just, you know, while I'm here on Bitcoin, the reason why, so we've come up to here and we've been rejected. So I'm not sure if you remember, but I was actually trading, I can't remember, I was trading the south side here, and then we saw the engulfing there. So I think it was around about here where I started going long, and for some reason, Luna, Dot, and MATIC have kind of been in my scope, so I've been kind of watching those. It's gone up, and then it hit here, and I ended up closing those positions out, and then I started going short. I think it was around about here somewhere or something like that. When Bitcoin was in that sort of position, I was looking at shorting the other ones. So anyway, I come down to here, and then I took a few long, you know, it was only short-term long positions up to here, and now I've been in short again on the way down to here. So, but if this goes down below here, comes back and gives me an engulfing off there, or a shooting star or something off, you know, below here, saying that there's going to be more downside, then, you know, we could be aiming for 20,000. You know, could be aiming for, you know, and that's down here. Like, check that out. That's a long way away. And if it does it, you know, we could make some very good returns. You know, it could take a fair while to get there too, or it could happen very quickly as well. We've got to remember that Bitcoin dropped 50% in 2 days 4 years ago. So could it do it again? Absolutely. Okay, you know, big money are going to do what's least expected, I think. So, or not, I think that's what they usually do. Okay, all right. So anyway, there's Bitcoin. Let's have a look at Luna and see why and what happened on Luna. So here we are. You know, so when it came down to here, it was a very aggressive pullback, you know, decline, and then we had a very strong pullback, but it was rejected very quickly from the 50. Then it's come down here again, and then it went up to there. So I was like looking at the double top sort of thing here. I'll just show you, if I was looking right, you know, it went up there and failed, and had resistance there, and went up there and failed, and had, you know, almost resistance, but resistance there, and it broke through. Great. Come back and then found resistance, and then there was a trade coming off resistance down to here. Nice big push, and then we got rejected again, and the 50. And we've come up to here and rejected again at this same line where, you know, like you can see a lot of other you know, traders, or, you know, like it had been rejected from here a lot previously. So anyway, it was in this area here that I was thinking to myself, okay, well, if on the shorter term time frames, if it shows shorting opportunities, I'm going to go short. So anyway, let's just have a look. I'll just mark that out so we can kind of see it, see where we're at. So now we'll just go down to a shorter term time frame. So now onto and so this is what I was looking at, and this is why I was looking at it. So, you know, on the daily, my decision was made that if we were going to go short, there was enough evidence on the left-hand side that area had been rejected several times. So I went down to the shorter time frame thinking, okay, well, if there's rejection here, I want to get involved. And actually, it wasn't the 4-hour chart, it was the 1-hour chart that I was trading. So, you know, so I didn't find anything good on the 4-hour chart. So I was looking at the 1-hour chart to see if there's anything good there. and you know, it was at this area here. So I saw a shooting star, and then there was an engulfing, and then it's come down to here, and we're closed below the 9. I'm thinking to myself, gee, this could happen very quickly. Then it's come back up here, and it's had a lot of indecision, and then perfect looking doji shooting star, and you know, another one there, and you know, 2 in a row. You know, if you get one, it's a fair warning. If you get 2, something, you know, is really going on. So as soon as this candle here finished, I was, you know, sitting on the sidelines waiting, and then, you know, this went green, and I went short here as soon as it turned red, and then it came down to here, and I didn't know how long it was going to last, but I knew that there was a trend line down here, so I moved my stops down to here somewhere. But anyway, I think it was around about here, or it was this price anyway that I got out at. I can't remember. I don't think it was back here. I think it was more this line here, because it didn't actually quite touch my stops at this stage here. And, you know, as soon as I saw this one here, I thought, yep, that's enough for me. So I got out. And then anyway, so after getting out, it went up to here, and I thought to myself, gee, look at that. It's, you know, we've got, you know, nice strong push up to the, you know, to the 200. And then I saw that, hang on, we've got divergence here as well. So we've got, you know, a little bit higher here and a fraction lower here. So, and then we've got lows here, but we've got higher, you know, so this to me is like amateurs pushing the market. And so anyway, it's kind of gone up there, and then we've got a doji harami, which is basically saying that the buying has stopped. And then we've got a full body closing candle at this stage here, which got me very interested in at that stage there. So I was shorting up around this area here on Luna, Dot, and MATIC. And anyway, there's another opportunity there, and it's gone up and pull back. And so anyway, like I've been in this trade, like I've got 3 entries. I don't even know which ones I got 3 entries on. I think it's Luna that I got 3 entries on. Dot, I got a couple of entries, and you know, as we can see, there's a little bit of push coming back into the market here. But one thing I'm looking at for this is, you know, I was looking at that there. So support, breakthrough. Now we've got resistance. So are we going to, you know, have a push, you know, through this resistance, and maybe even take it up a little bit higher, up to the next level, which would probably be somewhere around there. So we've got support, almost support, breakthrough, resistance. You know, so which one? Don't know. I mean, it's not very far actually. It's only 40 cents away. So because we are talking about the 1 hour chart. But anyway, we can see here, like I ended up going short in here on this one, and you know, clearly you can see why it's gone up. And you know, we've got a shooting star, engulfing, closing below. Now we've got, you know, indecisiveness, you know, an indecisive engulfing, closing above, and then now we've closed below, you know, massive indecision, closing below, decision made. Now we've come up here for a test, and then we've failed that test. And so anyway, here was where the floor split wide open, and away we go. But, you know, whereabouts could this go? If we're looking at Bitcoin, where Bitcoin was situated, you know, if it falls through and goes down, that could be another 50%. So if this was to go down 50%, we're talking from $16 down to $8. So, you know, it could be quite, you know, quite a drastic decline. So anyway, if I see more, you know, if I see Bitcoin fall through that over the next 9 days and close confidently under that trend line, I'll be looking for short opportunities in here. Now, there was another one. I'll just go through the last one, MATIC. And so here we are. Here we go. So I'm MATIC. I mean, clearly you can see why. But anyway, I got in late here. Like I was already in a position in this one, but you know, I consider this to be a late entry, even though it is an entry. Yes, you know, and no doubt about it. But you know, if we have a look here, there's failure here. You know, that could have been an entry, and we've gone up here, failure there. That could have been an entry, and then we've gone up here, and we've got a, you know, it's a hangman, you know, which is a classic reversal. Then we've got an engulfing, closing below, another entry. And then we've gone up here, another entry. Oh, well, actually, it's that gapping down. Like that's showing a lot of selling happened between the opening of, you know, closing of that candle, the opening of this one here. Anyway, it's gone up here, and then the same thing's happened again. And you know, so anyway, I ended up going short there. So a little bit late as far as I'm concerned. I would have liked a earlier entry. Now let's just have a look at one other one that has got my attention, which is ETH, which is the second largest in here, and we'll do that. Oh no, I've already got it in here, so I'll just close it and I'll put it back in because I don't know where it is. Okay, so with Ethereum, I found this to be very interesting with Ethereum. So okay, now it looks like we're moving back above that line, so I'll just reduce that because I want to show you what this line is looking like. So we can see a massive channel that's gone up there, and the same again here. Now we'll have a look at the 4 hour chart, and if we look at the 4 hour, that it kind of meets up, pretty accurately. There was no closes below there, and then we've closed above, like, well, rested, like found support on there. And now if we're having a look at this here, we've got a good support line, but we've closed below it. So are we looking at finding resistance at these kind of areas? It's kind of popped above it, but this is a 4-hour chart, and it's only 10:21. This candle's only 20 minutes old, this one right here. So if we get failure here and it starts closing below, and we get an engulfing closing below, we could probably end up looking at shorter term time frames for an entry. Even paper trade it. Just check it out. Just pretend that you're take that entry, and that's if it does it. I saw an interview with Jeff Bezos yesterday, and he was saying that there is no way you're going to make a lot of money if you're trying to catch the wave. If you're chasing the wave, you're never going to catch it. But he said if you set yourself up waiting for the wave to turn up, then you can get on the very beginning of the wave and ride it all the way. And that's 100% true. So, if we're looking here, so it kind of goes back to the rule again that we only trade what the market gives us. So we only trade what the market has done, not what we think the market will do. So if it gives us an opportunity to the downside and closes in that opportunity to the downside, then there's an opportunity to take. But if it doesn't do that, then we're not going to take any opportunities there because it hasn't presented itself. And so here, it'll be interesting to see what we do. If we get rejection up here, or might even come back to the 50 or whatever, but if we get rejection, I'm looking at that for the short side because Ethereum's looking, well, it's at the bottom of a channel. So will it break through that channel, or will it bounce here and heavily, increase and go up? We will have to wait and see. All right, traders. Anyway, that's I've probably waffled on enough. So, all right. I hope you have a good day, good weekend. If you have any questions with your charts or whatever, please let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about charts. All right, talk again soon. See you.